Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Well, some things never change, do they? Some things just never change. It's finished today, pre-season friendly at the Emirates. Arsenal 1, Chelsea 2. Now, surprisingly for a pre-season friendly, tons of controversy to do with what happened in the game today. I'm sure many Arsenal fans will probably feel hard done by it. I don't really see why that has to be the case, but there is one case that I would say, okay, you know what, I'll understand. But we'll get into the detail. We'll get into it very, very shortly. Before I do though, I want to let you guys know today's video is brought to you and sponsored by the lovely OneFootball app. Make sure you download the app, link in the description. Everything that you need to know in relation to all of your football news, your Chelsea news if you're a Chelsea fan, your Arsenal news if you're an Arsenal fan, your whatever news, whatever team you support, whatever league you're following, whatever country you are in, you will find it in the OneFootball app. So make sure you go into the link in the description, hit it, download the app and enjoy. Let's get into it. So, I'm not really going to go into, too much in-depth detail of, what went down and all the little micro details. We don't need to. It's a pre-season friendly. At the end of the day, yes, Chelsea won. But that isn't, the all and end of everything. It's as simple as that. It's a pre-season friendly. It's about fitness. It's about minutes. It's about form. It's about tactics. It's about getting little things right, seeing what went wrong, learning from that, getting ready for the new season. That is the most important thing. I'd rather lose 5-0 today and win the Super Cup and win the first 3 games of the season than win today and then lose all of those, if you know what I mean. It's a pre-season friendly, so let's keep it in context. But for what it was, a nice football match. Especially that first half. It was all guns blazing. Now, I'm going to read out how we started off this game and then what subs we ended up bringing on, and then we'll go into a little bit of detail as to what happened. So we started off with Edouard Mendy in goal. We had men back. So we had a back three of Rudiger, Zuma, surprisingly, even though he's rumoured to leave, but he got minutes today. So Zuma and Chalobah at centre-back. So that was the back three. The 4 in front was Kovacic and Loftus-Cheek in central midfield. We had Hudson-Odoi as left wing-back, Pulisic as right wing-back. Very interesting to see Hudson-Odoi being given that opportunity to play on the left, his preferred side. And we had the front three of Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech, and up front, Timo Werner. And later on in the second half, we made substitutions. I'll come to that. But we started off, I'd like to say, quite well. We were in control of the tempo. We were in control of most of the possession. We were keeping Arsenal at bay. We were pressing them very high. We were making sure that they stayed deep into their own half. And it was nice to see that some of the mannerisms that we ended the last season on are still there and very, very good, despite it still being pre-season. So that was nice to see. We had a few chances in order to go 1-0 up. Arsenal, just a couple, but I think we had more of the control of the game. And then the goal did eventually come with a Timo Werner break, catching that Arsenal defence, because that Arsenal defence was all over the place. And might I say, all game. Not just first half and second half, they fixed it. The entire game, that back line was a shambles. I don't get why. I think the first half, it was more a case of just them trying to press us very high, playing with an extreme high line, which was so easy to get in and around. Whether it was a ball over the top, a through ball into a Ziyech or a Werner or a Havertz, and it was just piece of cake. We had Werner come on one-on-one a couple of times before we even scored the goal. And then he did manage to get a chance where he was on the left-hand side, ball comes across, he's got Havertz free, already ran past the defence, he cuts it diagonal, goes into Kai Havertz on his weaker leg, and he slots it in. 1-0 Chelsea. Great finish from Kai Havertz. Very nice assist from Timo Werner. Even after that, again, a couple more times, we got in and around that defence, and Timo Werner, I think, should have scored. Well, not actually should have scored. I'm not going to say that. No. It was a little bit of a tight angle, but he just kind of toe punted it and hoped. When in reality, he could have, even if there wasn't much power on it, because the angle was tight, as I said, and fair play to him, but he could have tried to, place it into that far corner, or even with the lace, just try and hit it into that far corner. He just thought, I'm going to toe punt this at the goalkeeper and hope it goes in. And he missed the target, so anyway, it is what it is. But overall, some very good contributions, some very good speed from Timo Werner, from Ziyech, from Kai Havertz, and from Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi on that left-hand side in the first half was fantastic. fantastic. And even he had a couple of chances. One where I think he should have probably been a little bit more clever and tried to dink the keeper. But he just thought, let me shoot. And the keeper saved it. Actually, the keeper didn't save it. It bounced off the keeper and went out for a corner. But Callum Hudson-Odoi taking on players, one-on-ones, dangerous. Very, very good to see. Very good to see. And I think it backs up what we've been hearing about in training. The fact that Hudson-Odoi has been impressing. Clearly, something's been worked on. And it's doing justice. So fair play. Hakim Ziyech doing some very good things as well. What I want to see from Ziyech is what he done a couple of times today. I want to see more. That initiative to have the ball on the edge of the box, just get into the box and take a shot. Don't think I have to give this to someone. You get a chance to shoot, baby. Shoot. Simple as that. Have a dig. And he hit the post. You know, I want to see more of that from Ziyech because last season, I don't think we saw enough. We know he can shoot from distance. I want to see more. So it was good to see him do that today. Overall, though, if I'm having to pick out a couple of plays in that first half before we made all the substitutions, I think Loftus-Cheek, fair play to him, he held his own. He was around a lot of players that normally play in the first team. And he held his own. Couple of times lost the ball. And that's the one thing about Loftus-Cheek that even at the time of Sarri kind of grinded my gears a little bit, was he does everything right, but then he holds onto the ball way too long. Way too long. And then he loses it. But if he just cuts that short, don't hold on to it too much. You have a chance to release. And you've done everything perfect. So, yeah. But apart from that, look, physically, he looked better than the last game. So that's good to see. He looked, confident, was moving quickly. So that's good signs. And in defence... we looked a little bit, I don't want to say shaky, compared to Arsenal, we looked fantastic. But at the back line, I think it's safe to say there were a couple of misjudgments, but nothing too serious. So overall, we looked like we had our shape, we had our structure, and that was fantastic. We move into the second half, and we had some substitutions. We brought on Tammy Abraham for Timo Werner, Dujon Sterling for Kurt Zouma, Malang Sarr for Rudiger, Zappacosta for Kai Havertz, Drinkwater for Kovacic. And then later on, we brought on N'Golo Kante for Loftus-Cheek, Batshuayi for Ziyech, Kepa for Mendy, Barkley for Pulisic, Baba Rahman for Hudson-Odoi, and then later on, with 4 minutes to go, Clark sort of for Trevor Chalobah. But we basically changed the entire team. Basically changed the whole thing. And funnily enough, after changing the whole thing, we had Granit Xhaka score. And that goal I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy because just before that corner was taken, Arsenal had a corner. Kurt Zouma did manage to get just ahead of Granit Xhaka, but again, it was a threat, Granit Xhaka. Immediately after, no one's marking him. Come on, you can't be too naive to just let a player roam in the box by himself. And I think that was down to Danny Drinkwater, funnily enough, because later on you see Xhaka head the ball into the net and Drinkwater's the closest man. So I don't know if it was his man or if it was someone else's, but no one picked him up. You can't be doing that. So that's something to learn from. Those are the sort of mistakes you kind of want to make in pre-season. I mean, you don't want to make them, but it's nice if they happen in pre-season and not in the real season. So it is what it is. Later on, though, not too far after that, 3 minutes later, we had Tammy Abraham score. Again, dodgy defending. Really dodgy. I don't know what's going on with Arsenal's back line, but we've learned two things. They give the ball away a lot in defence. They press very, very high when they don't have to. Actually, add a third thing. And in terms of passing out of the back, they can't do it. It's as simple as that. They cannot pass out of the back. When they try to move the ball from the goalkeeper to the fullbacks or the centre backs, and then they try to function and move the ball away from the defensive part of the pitch to advance the play, they can't do it. They just can't. We can. With Jorginho specifically, we are very good at that, and it's something we were rubbish at. And under Thomas Tuchel, we have it's just clicked. I don't know how, I don't know why, but we look fantastic doing it. Arsenal can't do it to save their lives. It was their problem last season. It seems to be the same problem now. They just can't. And then they pass and then they begin to panic. And when they panic, they give the ball away. And that's exactly what happened when the ball went straight to Tammy Abraham, who was unmarked on the edge of the box, just took the ball, turned around and took a shot and slotted it in. Great finish. Fantastic from Tammy Abraham. But yeah, went 2-1 up. And after that, not much really. Now, I'm going to get to the players and some of the lads I want to talk about individually. But what I do want to say is that Arsenal did score a second goal. And you got to put your hands up and say, yes, that it did cross the line. Now, it's debatable whether Pepe, in the build-up to that, was offside. The way that I saw, to be honest, the way that the stream was showing on Arsenal TV, I'm not sure if Chelsea TV had the exact same image, but on Arsenal TV I saw, they showed Pepe onside, but the ball hadn't been played. And then afterwards, the ball had been played, and he looked like he then went offside. But I need to see that again. That could have been the story. He could have been offside. That goal would have been ruled out. But the play did go on. It was a shot. It went over the line. There's no goal line technology at the Emirates. Why? I don't know. Did they take it off to fund the Willian contract? I don't know. But Arsenal have got to look into that themselves. Or whether that's a TV thing, I don't know. But look, that's the Emirates problem. That's not our problem. Should have been 2-2 though. If Pepe wasn't offside, that I just don't know and I can't answer. So we'll see. Anyway, moving into some of the lads here that I do want to talk about. I've already mentioned some of the boys in the first half. But Dusan Sterling, we saw a couple of fantastic tackles from him to prevent Arsenal from scoring. So he deserves credit. Absolutely immense. Brilliant from him. Some of the lads that I think we just know don't have a future. Baba Rahman is definitely one. I don't know why he's still here. But fair play to him. He's having a decent preseason, I guess. Today, not ultimately fantastic, but he's just not going to get into this team. Ross Barkley, same story. He's just not going to get into this team. Michy Batshuayi, you know what? Came on and actually, he was moving well. He looked confident. He was trying to dribble. He had good link-up play. He got frustrated with Tammy Abraham, and I saw that. And it's going to lead me back to Tammy because I have to mention a couple of things about him. But when Batshuayi had the opportunity, when Tammy, again, defensive mistake from Arsenal, I don't know what they were doing or what they were smoking, but Tammy managed to pick up the ball, had literally no one in front of him, ran to the goalkeeper, got closed down, had an option to pass to Batshuayi, he was open, left his defender, and Tammy's just hesitating, goes for the shot, and Batshuayi's screaming at him, and then Tammy screams back at Batshuayi. Ridiculous. Anyway, Batshuayi, look, in the few minutes that he had, from minute 64 up until minute 90, good 25 minutes, he looked good. So fair play to Batshuayi, but we just know he's not got a future at the club either. Tammy Abraham, though, I have to say, man, and I understand pre-season fitness, it's going to happen. There was one run that he made, and he got completely outran. He took the ball, he was literally one-on-one. He got closed down, he got the defenders caught up, they nicked the ball off him and they just went with it. And I'm thinking, hang on. Is it just because of pre-season or is Tammy actually this slow? Because I don't remember him being this slow. So I'm hoping it's pre-season. But every time he had an opportunity, 3 times, where he managed to nick the ball or the ball was given to him and he had literally loads of space to just go into the box and cause havoc. And he fluffed it every single time. One thing that we've learned from today, despite some good performances, some good chances, overall we got a result, fitness levels looking decent, some of the players coming back, and N'Golo Kante, for example, played decent as well. We need a striker, man. We need a striker. And I know Kai Havertz, look, fantastic finish, and I think if it comes to it, he might have to be converted into our new number 9. It's as simple as that. But look, we need that striker. How many chances did we have today where we could have buried it and we didn't? I'm scared this is going to be the same story if we don't go after a striker. So look, with what we've seen today, up top, where we could have had more goals, and talking about chances as well, Ziyech, what the hell was he doing? You know, as I've said, good game from him, but that chance where he literally managed to nick it from the goalkeeper pretty much, or tapped it over the goalkeeper was gone. He could have just literally controlled it, slotted it in. Instead he controlled it, tried to run with it, could have slotted it in, didn't, tried to go around the defender, could have hit it then, didn't, tried to bring it back again, everyone's come back, they've nicked the ball off him and he's just wasted a chance. You cannot do that. Now I'm glad we make these mistakes in pre-season, as I've said, but you can't do that, man. Shoot. Just shoot. Now if there's a proper striker there, he's shooting and he's scoring. We need that. So to round off the video, look, one thing that we've learned from today, that we've learned from last season as well, we need the flipping striker. Chelsea, put £150 million on the table for Dortmund, and let's get Erling Haaland now, please. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Just let you know you're getting a double upload. So in a short while, you'll be getting a Chelsea news video. We'll see what's popping in the Chelsea world as of today. I didn't do one yesterday, so it's only right I give you a double upload. And then tomorrow, you'll be getting a Reddit video. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. But yeah, news video later on. Thing we've learned from today, good outing from the lads. No serious mistakes being made. Good performances all round. Need to be a bit more clinical. We won the game. Happy days. So let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. And to round the video up, I have a little thing just for the Arsenal fans. Because I know some of them are looking at this game and they've got some concerns or they're happy, whatever, cool. But I've seen some Arsenal fans complain about Chelsea being too hard for a pre-season game. Welcome to playing against the European champions. This is why we're winning trophies. Simple as that. So you got to catch up and do the same thing. You got to be a bit more physical. You're playing in the Premier League. You know, you're not playing in the, all due respect, you know, some league that you're going to be, you know, coming up against a team, I don't know, in the Europa Conference League or something. You are playing in the Premier League. You got to be physical. Pre-seasons where you got to up your fitness, up your strength. You come all guns blazing. That's what Chelsea done today. So, you know, don't take it personally. Just a pre-season game. But toughen yourselves up for the new season. That's our advice to you anyway. I'll see all of you really, really soon. Have a good one. See you in a bit. Take care and peace.